Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Pure Biology, and today I come with another video, that is the pollination and self-incompatibility. Before going to the topic, I want to say that thank you to all of you who have already subscribed my channel, and if you are the newcomers, so please you share and subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon for getting all the notifications. And it is my long YouTube channel, that is the Pure Biology. There is another YouTube channel that is the short YouTube channel, Tapushi@education. And if you just not getting my long channel, that is the Pure Biology, so you and you will get the short YouTube channel. So there is the link of the full video always there in the description box. So you just check out that one. And the topic is that pollination and self-incompatibility. The pollination and the self-incompatibility is what? You all know that pollination means is that the transfer of the pollen grain from the anther to the stigma. Clear? Anther is the male organ and the stigma is the female organ, reproductive organ part. Okay. And this is achieved through the abiotic agents and the biotic agents. Abiotic agents like the wind and water, and biotic agents like the birds, insects, etc. So you all, this is also you have known that self-pollination and the cross-pollination. Okay. So in the self-pollination, these are the two types. Generally self-pollination, this is the two types. The autogamy and geitonogamy. Autogamy means here the pollen moves to the female part of the same flower. Clear? Same flower. And in the geitonogamy, here the pollen moves to the female part of another flower of the same plant. Clear? So here the pollination occur in the same flower, and here the pollination occur in the same plant but the different flower. You all know that. Okay, in the cross-pollination here the pollen transfers to the flowers of the different plant of same species. Species must be same, and but the flowers obviously are different, and it is also called that allogamy. Clear? There is another term, that is the cleistogamy. This is the condition where the flowers fail to open, so pollination is not happening here. And the next part is that intraspecific incompatibility and interspecific incompatibility. This is the intra and this is the interspecific incompatibility. Interspecific incompatibility here, the pollen from the species, from one species, failed to germinate on the stigma of another species. So it's not possible. That's why it is called the interspecific. So pollination always try to occur in the same species. So this interspecific incompatibility, it means that the pollination will not be occurred in the different species. Simple word is that. Sorry. So intraspecific incompatibility, that means this occurs in the members of the same species. So pollination sometimes will not be occurred obviously within the same species also. And in that situation, one term is arise. This is called the self incompatibility. Okay, this is called the self incompatibility. Here what is happening? The incompatibility between pollen and the stigmas of the same plant or another plant with the similar genotype. If the genetic features are same, in that situation pollination will not be occurred. Okay, genes features are same in both cases, both the flowers. So in that situation sometimes pollinations will not be occurred. And here the fertilization also not be occurred between the two genetically similar gametes. This is actual reason. The fertilization totally blocked between the two genetically similar gametes, and that increasing the probability of new gene combination. This is occurred why? Because to increase the number of new gene combination. Clear? By promoting the outcrossing, that means outcrossing the pollination by genetically different individual of the same species. Okay, here the outcrossing means the cross pollination is same here, and thus the arrival of the viable pollen grain on a receptive stigma does not create the fertilization. That means what is saying that if simple what is that if the feature of the two flowers that are the within the same species, obviously the pollination occurs that within the same species but the plant is different, so in that situation if the two plants are having the same genetic features, so that means their gametes also will have the same genetic features. So in that situation the fertilization totally blocked by this process. This is called the self-incompatibility, and this is occurred by the plant. Why? For getting the new gene combination or some getting the variability in the plant's species. Okay, and this is occurred for the adjustment with the environment or getting the some adaptive features also. And the self-incompatibility response is genetically controlled by a single genetic locus. Okay, locus that is seen in allele. Okay, this is present in the allele. So this total self-incompatibility procedure that is controlled by the single genetic locus, this is called the S, and obviously with the multiple alleles, and relies on the series of complex cellular interactions between the self-incompatible pollen and the pistil. So what are the factors here? The locus S, multiple alleles, and some cellular series of complex cellular interactions between the self-incompatible pollen and the pistil. These are the factors on which this process is totally dependent. So the types of this incompatibility is the one is the gametophytic self-incompatibility and the second one is the sporophytic self-incompatibility. Clear? So short name is that GSI and SSI. So I will try to describe this self-incompatibility types in my next video. So you just check out or continue with my channel.